From farm to plate, Abby Duke and the staff at Sugarsnap do it all.
We have a 3-acre farm here down in the Intervale. We also have a big production kitchen in South Burlington, and at that location we have a cafe, and we have a cafe down at Echo on the waterfront, and then we have a big catering operation. We cater everything from, business meetings and lunches to weddings and corporate receptions. I think we'll have fun with it. I think we'll have
Back when Duke started Sugarsnap in 2003, the idea of a farmer as restaurateur wasn't unheard of, but it didn't have the cultural cachet it does today.
We were kind of early on the scene, I guess, doing it, and especially being a cafe and being a caterer that had its own farm was very unique 10 years ago. And what's happened over the years is certainly a lot more people are doing it, a lot more, but the consumers are a lot better educated. Consumers are a lot more understanding of different varieties of vegetables and heirloom tomatoes and all these different things, and I think their palates are more attuned to it as well. Not only do the consumers know more, but among the producers we're able to get so many more products. Like, for example, local meat used to be very challenging actually to source, and now it's not.
The changes in consumer awareness and the craving for local food goes hand in hand with a new way of looking at an old idea. Eat what's in season.
Whether it's become more sophisticated or really what they've done is they've come back to learning, things that their grandparents knew, which is celery root is delicious and rutabaga can be delicious. They've become more understanding about things like you can't have asparagus in September. You can't really expect tomatoes to taste good in the wintertime. So I think that people have become more sophisticated with that and more understanding.
Seasonality gives Duke's catering business a unique advantage in the marketplace when it comes to providing out-of-towners with a taste of Vermont.
They want a Vermont experience, and so that we're able to say to them, here is a menu, your weddings in September, which is, obviously incredible time of bounty from Vermont farms, and we're able to steer them to let's showcase Vermont, and that usually really speaks to them. They actually want their event or their wedding to show a sense of place, and so by showcasing Vermont products and showcasing what's seasonal right now, that really speaks to them. By presenting to them things that are delicious and that are seasonal, both in terms of cooking style and also in terms of the products, we find that speaks to everybody, regardless of their understanding of seasonality and their understanding of farming.
In 2009, Vermont's Farm to Plate investment program was signed into legislation. The overall aim of the program is to create a critical mass of farmers, producers, and consumers to enhance economic opportunities for agriculture and food systems in Vermont.
The reason Farm to Plate exists is to help keep agriculture alive in Vermont.
Linda Berlin directs the Center for Sustainable Agriculture at the University of Vermont. She also co-chairs the Food Access Cross-Cutting Team for Vermont Farm to Plate.
The reason I think Farm to Plate is important is probably one key word, and that is network, the Farm to Plate network. And what network means is it's bringing people together with all sorts of backgrounds, business backgrounds, farm production backgrounds, distribution, processing, consumer backgrounds, marketing backgrounds. And by the opportunity to work together to hear what kinds of issues are priority issues, for some people it's land use or land access. For other people it's food access. Our idea of Farm to Plate is to help all boats rise at the same time, not have one sector be successful at the peril of another.
Between the farm, cafes, and catering operation, Duke employs about 20 people. Vermont Farm to Plate allows her to expand her business and network with other farmers in other fields and other cooks in other kitchens.
I think Vermont has a lot of things that make it special, and one of the things about Vermont is the scale. Everything is at a human scale. As a small business owner, I could pick up the phone and call virtually anybody in the state that I wanted to network with or to discuss or to learn from. So there's an incredible amount of exchange of ideas, that the ability to get things done because the scale is so small, the bureaucracy is so small, I guess, that I think we're uniquely positioned to be able to implement new things and to be able to have ideas spread.
Vermont Farm to Plate embodies what it's like to sit down at a table and share a meal, to have conversations, and to make connections about and over food.
farm to plate to me really says, well, let's talk about the entire food shed and where the food from where the food is coming from all the way to the end of the person consuming it, and there's just such incredible value at every step of that chain. Value in terms of the relationships between the people and relationships between the businesses, the economic value, the cultural value, and the rich heritage we have here in New England with our agriculture. It really affects everybody because everybody eats, as they say, and there's an incredible amount of food and money, and those exchanges are pass hands are related to food, and I think it's just really powerful.
From farm to plate and from person to person, food does it all. In Burlington, I'm Keith Silva with Across the Fence.